We keep hearing about large language models, or LLMs, but what actually are they? How do they work, and why should we care? At Wings AI Consultancy, we will explain you. Large language models are a type of artificial intelligence that specializes in understanding and generating human-like text. They are trained on massive amounts of data, text, and code, and can be used for a variety of natural language processing tasks, such as text generation, translation, summarization, and question answering. LLMs are particularly good at understanding context and nuance in written language, making them well suited for tasks that require a high level of linguistic proficiency. They have been trained on a massive amount of data and are capable of generating coherent and contextually appropriate responses to a wide range of prompts. LLMs are typically evaluated on a variety of benchmarks that measure their ability to understand and generate human-like text. They have achieved state-of-the-art results on many of these benchmarks, demonstrating their impressive capabilities in natural language processing. Some examples of famous LLMs include GPT-3, Lambda, and BERT. Now that we know what it is, how does it work? Large language models typically work by taking an input text and then predicting the next word in a sequence. This is done by first encoding the input text into a vector representation, which is then used to generate a probability distribution over the next word. The model then selects the word with the highest probability and uses it as the output. This process is repeated for each word in the input text until the desired output length is reached. LLMs often use a technique called transformer, which uses attention mechanisms to weigh the importance of different words in the input text when making predictions. This allows the model to focus on the most relevant parts of the input when generating the output. LLMs are typically trained using a technique called supervised learning, where the model is given a labeled training data set and then learns to map inputs to outputs. In this case, the input is the training text, and the output is the corresponding vector representation. The model is then evaluated on a separate data set to measure its ability to understand and generate human-like text. Now that we know how it works, let's talk about some applications. Large language models have a wide range of potential applications. Here are just a few examples: chatbots and virtual assistants. LLMs can be used to create chatbots and virtual assistants that can understand natural language and provide helpful responses. This can be useful for customer service applications where businesses can use chatbots to handle common queries and free up human agents to deal with more complex issues. Summarization and translation. LLMs can also be used to summarize large amounts of text or to translate text from one language to another. This can be useful for businesses that need to process large amounts of text, data, or for individuals who need to communicate in multiple languages. Content generation. LLMs can generate new content such as articles, blog posts, or even creative writing. This can be useful for businesses that need to create content for marketing, or for individuals who want to explore their creativity. Code generation. LLMs can generate code in multiple programming languages. This can be useful for software developers who need to write code quickly, or for individuals who want to learn how to code. Question answering. LLMs can answer questions based on a given context. This can be useful for search engines or for individuals who need to find specific information. Personalization. LLMs can personalize content or products based on user preferences. This can be useful for businesses that want to provide a more customized experience for their customers. It is important to note that while LLMs have many potential applications, they also come with some challenges and limitations. For example, LLMs can sometimes generate text that is not accurate or reliable, and they can also perpetuate biases present in the training data. It is important to be aware of these limitations and to use LLMs responsibly and ethically. So what do you think? Will you be using LLMs in your next project? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on Wings AI Consultancy.